So guys, NIO Day just happened, and boy oh boy, there was a lot of information released. The whole event was almost 3 hours long, so I'm going to try to recap it as fast as I can. So, of course, they launched the Firefly brand, and then they also officially launched the ET9. So let's go over details. We had a bunch of presentations and shows and music performances, but afterwards, NIO CEO took center stage, and of course, he talked about the current status of the company. They have around 4 million plus user events hosted around the globe, and with 179 new houses worldwide, with over 53 million plus customer visits at those NIO houses. Currently, there are over 7,475 NIO user businesses. So if you're a NIO owner, you own a business, you can advertise your business on the NIO app and also provide a small discount to other NIO owners. So this is sort of like a community effect. All right. On top of that, NIO has hosted over 78,000 NIO user charitable sustainable events, for example, like planting trees, etc. And over 147 universities have participated in the NIO Cup, building their own EVs. Now, cumulatively, NIOs have driven 26 trillion kilometers in total, driven by all NIO owners. And the one NIO owner with the most mileage drove 730,000 kilometers. Right now, NIO has 24,703 chargers. Some NIO owners have swapped all the way from northern China to participate in this NIO Day here in southern China. Now, NIO swap stations have coverage of over 18 plus highways with 2,903 total swap stations as of today, providing 60 million plus cumulative swaps. And there are over 1,000 plus swap locations added with planned deployment very, very soon. Many cities have county to county swap freedom, so you can swap basically all the way. And then NIO has also provided 1.08 million tire repair services, 4.7 million chauffeur services, and 2.4 trillion kilometers driven under autonomous driving. And then NIO CEO went on to thank everybody, every NIO owner, every NIO user volunteer, every employee, every supply chain partner, etc. And also thanked investors for their patience and giving them the opportunity. And he's talked about how 10 years is just a start. NIO has always been adamant about two things: innovation and the swapping network. With 53 billion invested in R&D and 11,000 overall R&D personnel, they once again showed the pinnacle of NIO's tenure of innovation, the ET9. So this is officially launching the ET9, whereas NIO Day last year was sort of like previewing the ET9. So the ET9 is a pioneering land jet, exclusive executive flagship for innovators with imagination, but grounded, confident, and bold, designed for autonomous driving with ultra-wide LiDAR for 350-degree overall LiDAR coverage, largest in-class 23-inch wheels with effortless entry, a button for auto-closing doors, very good privacy with the C-pillar keeping your face hidden even when the door is open, and the first power frunk with 150 liters of capacity. And there's over 2 meters squared room of light carpet. All right, that's the size of the light carpet, and smart power doors. The executive flagship redefined. It is a suite of your own. Brave innovations, but appropriate interior setup. It has the Sky Island with unobstructed view of the sky. And of course, the Sky Island in the center console made of wood with its own unique pattern. 5-layer diffused lighting for the ultimate interior experience. It has a tandem OLED screen, 15.6-inch size, 3K resolution, 14.5-inch rear NeoLink screens in the back. So all three screens support Dolby Atmos. And then you have something called panel space, which sets the unique mood and atmosphere of the car. It has a sublime space for first-class experience, satisfy everybody's comfort needs. It has the widest in-class self-developed seats, the most comfortable ever. There's comfort on both sides, adjustability on both sides. There's child-safe Napa leather with 14 layers of comfort structure foam, 3 firmness levels, 16-point hot stone massage. You'll be comfortable even for long distances. Heated seats, armrest, headrest, everything is heated. Active road noise cancellation, so that's the kind of tech you get in noise canceling headphones. But inside the car, there's 7 power sunshades for ultimate privacy, seat pillar reading lights. It's a mobile conference room, 360-degree executive table that can swivel to both sides and can also be used as a makeup mirror. It has a makeup mirror in the back and can be pivoted to the middle and shared amongst the 2 occupants in the back. There's a power drawer mini fridge that has capacity from 10-liter storage capacity and goes from -2 degrees to up to 55 degrees. There's a safety box in the back. You can put watches and other valuables inside. It has a new 8.2.4.8 NIO Lyra sound system, 33 speakers, 2,800 watts, supports Dolby Atmos. It is the best speaker system according to a lot of high-end CEOs that have sat inside the car. It has a rear center speaker which makes sounds more immersive, dual subwoofers, headrest speakers, and of course they invited 2 ET9 customer CEOs to become sort of chief testing officers to try it out. And of course they all said fantastic things about this car, saying how it's much better than their existing cars, and this is something like just absolutely first class experience, and they are buying this car. So you got CEOs of other companies buying the ET9, which is very, very nice. And of course they debuted the 3rd operating system, which is the Cedar operating system, which uses Nomi Intelligence, SkyOS, Aquila, and Atom. So the 1st gen operating system was called Aspen, and then you had Bayan, which is NT 2.0 car, and the NT 3.0 car, which is right now you have Cedar. So ABC, you get the point. And it is 1 generation ahead of competitors. It has exceptional computing power, millisecond response time, milliampere power control, multiple safety redundancies, and digital rear view mirror with its own signal processing for ultra clear display even at night, and has a Sapphire full range AR HUD. And to pull this off, it requires extreme low latency, so they're able to pull it off thanks to SkyOS and the whole entire operating system. Milliampere control saves as much as 45% power compared to the previous generation of tech. It has a 5D panel cinema, which can shake the car with the movie. Now, Nomi Intelligence can do everything from check your flights, scheduling a resting area, find a chauffeur driver for you, and the car is designed for autonomous driving. It has 31 smart sensing units. The Cedar Aquila system has 4D imaging radar, the same radar that you find on the Envo cars. It also has wide side lidars with 150 meters sensing distance, and of course can't forget the front-facing ultra long range lidar on the top of the car for 500 meters of sensing distance. It also has 7 8-megapixel cameras, and of course to power everything it has 2 of NIO's NX9031 self-developed chip. Each one is equivalent to 4 NVIDIA Orin X chips, so this total computing power is equivalent to 8 NVIDIA Orin X chips. Born for safer autonomous driving, the steering wheel can retract for autonomous driving, making it much more comfortable. It has like 2,000 megapascals strong frame. It has a smart restraint system and smart collision protection, which in 0.7 seconds can lift the car by 5 centimeters for better collision protection. It is an executive car born with safety redundancy with over 7 different safety redundancies. It also has extremely good tire blowout control and can maintain stability even at high speeds and turns with tire blowout. So NIO CEO himself tested this with 150 kilometers per hour and 160 kilometers per hour tire blowout. So he's a very brave man, and he said if he told his wife definitely would not approve of this, but he did it anyways because he's a Chad. And then of course it showed this car had no problem adjusting the car and preventing any accidents. So the team itself got up to 170 kilometers per hour tire blowout protection, and it's all capable because of the 0.3 second tire pressure detection. The entire car, suspension, rear steering, everything acts to keep the car stable. Now, of course, this car is 900 volts, and it's pretty much energy worry free. And he talked about how this is the world #1 in many different aspects. For example, 925 volts, it is the highest voltage of any car. 600 kilowatt charging speed, which is the highest of any car, number one in the world, and 765 ampere current that runs through the cables, which is also number one in the world. This all provides better energy efficiency, and with its own silicon carbide and thinner cables for weight reduction, efficiency increases. Now the total power is 520 kilowatts total, 700 newton meters of torque, 4.3 seconds, 0 to 100. So that's pretty good. And then 16.2 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometers energy efficiency. Of course, it has full active suspension, steer-by-wire, rear-wheel steering. It is the first to get approved for steer-by-wire here in China. It has a really small turn radius of 10.9 meters turning radius, and it is extremely stable with Skyride OS. And of course they showed this off versus a Maybach, and they reproduced the champagne glass challenge with Robert Diess, former CEO of Volkswagen, and they were all very shocked that this car was able to pull it off, even with them driving the car. Now the ET9 comes standard with a 100 kilowatt hour battery pack. It starts off at 788,000 RMB, which is a bit lower than what they said last year, and with BAS it's only going to cost 660,000 RMB with BAS. Now they're also launching a special first edition limited to 999 units, which cost 811,000 RMB. It has unique badges and unique different touches inside the car. Now this car also has many different benefits, including 5 years of free maintenance, airport pickup, chauffeur service 30 hours per year, 5 years for free, 20 free swaps a year for 5 years, and delivery starts in March 2025. Now, of course, afterwards, we had a short music break, and then they launched Firefly. And this is more of a brand launch, and not exactly launching the car, but they did show off the car. It is a high-end small car, and this brings NIO's tech to more people, a very important part of NIO's global goal. Okay, and in early 2022, they started this project with the goal to build the finest smart car for the global market. And they learned the needs of customers from over 17 different countries. And this brand is all about for people confident and striving for freedom, also inspiring others. So their slogan is freedom to glow. Very nice. So they have two colors as their brand color: light purple representing freedom and bright yellow representing energy. Now, Chris Thompson, which is the designer of NIO, head designer, debuted the design of the car, showcasing how it's agile and nimble, vivid, thoughtful, and solid, and how this car is just beautiful. Absolutely interesting, well designed, good looking car. And then it's also thoughtful in space but solid in safety. Now, of course, they talked about the class leading turn radius of 4.7 meters. And NIO CEO said, they showed this really interesting video of going through this course with versus the BMW Mini and also the Smart. And he came up with the slogan: it's more mini than a Smart and smarter than a Mini. So, of course, in that course, both Smart and Mini take longer because their turning radius is much larger. And this car also features all scenario effortless parking because it's very nimble. Even with the driver outside the car, you can flexibly park the car wherever you want, which is very nice. It has a class leading front with 92 liters. It is dual layer and can be watertight, so you can store fish inside from a fishing trip. It has a max trunk space of over 1,250 liters. It is solid in safety and must be the safest small car. You need to have good interior spacing with no compromise in safety. So this car has been engineered for 5-star E-NCAP and 5-star C-NCAP safety standards. It has high strength steel and aluminum or alloys, with 83.4% of the frame being steel and aluminum alloys, which is on par with luxury cars. It has a torsional strength of 35,700, which is the best in class. It has dual impact beams on the front and the doors, 9 airbags standard for side airbag, and also has greater protection, 40% larger curtain airbags as well. It also has a very cute OS and design language, definitely very suitable for the younger generation of people. And of course, the pricing, 148,800 RMB. This is right on the perfect pricing in my personal opinion. It's not too expensive. It is perfect. It is not too cheap. And of course, with BAS, this is going to make the car even more affordable. So they got it bang on with the price. Now, right now, you can place a 199 RMB deposit for 2,000 RMB deduction. And then NIO and Enva owners get 30,000 NIO points for ordering this car. Firefly launches officially on April 2025. Pre-orders start today, and then every month for 3 months, all right, you can post a video expressing freedom on the Firefly app, and you have a chance to win a free Firefly vehicle. So they're giving one free Firefly vehicle per month for 3 months from January to March. So you can, participate in this to showcase freedom however you want to showcase it, and you could possibly win this car. Overall, an absolutely fantastic NIO day in my personal opinion. Even though we did not get any new car launches with the NIO main brand, it is still very, very nice to see the ET9 officially launched, and it is also very, very nice to see the Firefly car. As always, stay safe, stay healthy, peace out.